A cataclysmic thunders across the mountaintops. Oh my gosh, that's loud. Hello. Welcome. If you have not completed, first and foremost, the first thing to address, if you have not completed Acts 5 and 6 of Nodcry, the Luna 3 Archon quest right now, leave now. Because I will be discussing what we experienced. I appreciate your viewership, but I really do not want to spoil anything for you, and I will always take a loss in viewership over people experiencing this game for the first time themselves. Cliffhanger. Which I feel like I should have expected, you know? Okay, bye. Appreciate you, Lone Wolf. I feel like I should have seen that coming. I feel like I should have expected it because of how Notland Act 4 out of 5 was. Us knowing that that these Luna 3 acts are not the close of Nodcry. I feel like I should have been expecting that. You know, we're past the setup of Nodcry, we're past meeting the characters, we're past all that stuff, so it's time to get down into the nitty-gritty of it. I just wasn't expecting that. So, I will remain spoiler-free until I tab into the game. So as long as I'm in as long as I'm in scroll screen right here, you are safe. But yeah, definitely if you haven't experienced it yet, please skip my stream and play it for yourself first. How's everyone doing right now? Kind of a loaded question. How are we feeling right now? How's everyone going right now? Hello. Welcome. I now am trying to, I don't know what my Kale team is gonna be. Probably just what it is right now, just with Zhongli, instead of Seed Lali as the shielder, my strong Zhongli. I also, frankly, Zhongli could be easily at 53,000 HP instead of 50,000 HP, because he has a level 16. He has a level 16 artifact, HP artifact, and his flower and plume also didn't roll on HP percentage either. So he could be an even stronger shielder than I have right now. I just took Kale to a local legend, and his shield was getting popped somewhat frequently. That's obviously a local legend though. Yeah. I saw that Luna in the Discord, the Risley boots. There've been a couple of those, like the Risley series and the Iaka series that look really very nice. I like them a lot. If I ever got any like Genshin merch besides I have a keychain that's an Electrovision in an Inazuma holder, an Inazuma vision holder. What do you call those? What do you call the holders? Vision holders? The little vision holders? Anyways, I have an Electrovision in an Inazuma vision holder. It's a keychain, like a small, relative, pretty inexpensive one. But that's it. That's all I got for as far as merch. Casing, maybe. There was an Arle clothing series released like 2 weeks ago. What? I'm sorry. I'm not. We have Durin quest, but Durin quest requires several IRL resets. So after that, we'll probably hop into Hexerei quest. Also, pinball event as well. I really enjoyed that. I gotta be completely honest. Probably one of my favorite events so far. You know what my favorite events are? Are the goofy little mini games like the pinball, and then the quirky quaking arena type mini games, where the co-opable ones where we can that's where Need a Surfboard came from. Why that became oh right, Snow Trace is on its way. Very nice. All right, let's hop in. Whoop. I don't know what like I said, I don't know what maybe just what it is right now, and then just refine Shinobu, refine Yelan, and then make Zhongli just a little bit harder of a shielder. My DPS collar right now is about as strong as she's gonna get, but that's not super strong. I don't know, how powerful do you think the next bosses are gonna be? Like, will a DPS collar that's fine for Overworld, will that be even remotely tenable? In like, story bosses are always easier though. I don't know. I also, as well, considered just throwing her into the Arlecchino team, so I can still have, a big DPS, but then also flavored with, some... Dendro. I don't know. Then I lose my Bennett buff, but Arlecchino without Bennett can hit for 100k easily these days. C1 Arlecchino is a monster. It is so, like, I knew the description of her C1 constellation. I was like, okay, that's gonna go pretty hard, but it is ridiculously noticeable. I don't think I'm just convincing myself of that either. It feels very, like, absurdly noticeable. How quickly I'm able to tear through ley lines and tear through artifact domains and stuff. It is bonkers. I cannot imagine what C6 Arlecchino must be. It must be unusable in the overworld, you know what I mean? Like C6 Arlecchino, C6 Mawika must be borderline useless and like unusable, and not like borderline not fun in the overworld. Unless you just take her signature offer and just give her like a beginner's protector, like a level 20 beginner's protector. But even then, I feel like she still hits pretty hard. Like with the artifacts that she has, if I just stick this on her, they just poke everything and it dies. Like, C6 Malwika falling from the sky seems like it would still destroy all. This is with a level 1 beginner's protector. And she's still hitting like... It's absurd. It doesn't... Look, 22,000! And that's with no Bennett, no melt reactions. What a crazy... With a level 1, 1-star polearm. Look, level 1, 1-star, base attack of 23. Excuse me. And it's not even also that her artifacts are giving her a crap ton of attack, because she's still down. She's down at 1,000 attack. It's not like she's getting. Excuse me. It's not like she's getting like 1,800 attack from her artifacts. Crazy. Excuse me. Ooh. I swallowed my spit. What was I doing before I started choking to death? That actually is a video I have planned, though, is give some 1-star weapons to my characters so that it's and then like wander around, maybe do local legends, maybe, you know, but give them 1-star weapons and then battle with them, so that it's totally dependent on their artifacts, their constellations, and their talents. So like Arlecchino with Bennett and Yelan, and you know, like a one of those kinds of teams, but everyone has 1-star weapons. I think it'd be funner if it was 1-star level 1 weapons as well, because like the Dull Blade leveled up obviously is still only 130 at level 50, but it'd be even funnier to use the level 1 Dull Blade that gives you like 20 attack. Hydrate or dihydrate. Durin. I better get me some, Hey, look! A story quest in the story quest folder. Before anything else, do we have any wishes? Quite! How did we get 400? Oh, you know what? I did some building off stream. I crabbed some Pyroculi and Tablet of Toma off stream. Also, Catherine has my heart. Catherine has my expedition rewards.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Crablet of Toma? I don't think so, but alright, Llama did want to borrow her. Do you think that's reason for her to come to party? Or would she be like... She enjoys her work, though. I know made her arm. Maybe she wants to have some maintenance done. Talk about Yehoda, by the way. Obviously pulling on Durin banner, but I'm trying to feel like almost more so I'm trying to grab an Enefa, or I'm trying to grab a Yehoda. Maybe not more so, but the only free seat was over here. Only free oh wait, there's another bench over here. Here, the benches are a bit more comfortable. Alright, we have 3. What pity are we at right now? Random off-banner Rosaria. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41. 41 and no Yehoda. This will get us to 44. That's how math works. 41 plus 3. I'm pretty smart. Hard to argue with that logic. What is happening with you guys right now? I know you don't have an Effa. I know you will be lucky during this banner. No worries, it's not like she never gonna get a rerun. She's also 4-star. She's also 4-star, so there is a chance you could get her on standard as well because she is 4-star. Brada. Oh, hey, we have a standard as well. Revenge for stealing your dahlias. Revenge for stealing everything. This account has been way too lucky. I'm not sure why I did that to that thing. your Dahlias, your Iansans. Okay. Back into... Ah, you know what? Let's use one of my other Kale teams. Burgeon Kale? Which isn't one that makes a whole lot of sense. Or... Dragon Slayers would be fine if you had more than 2,000 with it. Here, let's grab Seat Lollies. Better. I'm glad to know you guys said that Yunjin does not have a... Oh, we already went in here. Listen to the Mora clink. Man, this is a terrible... This is still the same texture they used in the Golden House way back when. This is such a horrible looking texture. This is just flat like hills with them. Anyways. Alright. Durin. Whoop. Pop, pop. We can start this. And go until it gives us IRL reset time. Over here. Head to Star Sand Shoal. Star Sand Shoal. I feel like, I talked about it before. What is the Traveler's breaking point? You know? After essentially losing Lumine again, and now Bina being snatched from... Not that she was snatched, but because she threw herself into that portal. She Thalindus herself. But what's his breaking point? At what point does he say gloves off? I don't want to see him get mad, but I do want to see him, like, stand on business and say enough is enough. Because Ether's sitting there on the roof looking so forlorn. Sure. After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and Paimon After receiving a strange fairy tale book, you and Paimon arrived at the wondrous world named Simulanka. There you experienced an adventure with your companions. Eventually you discovered that the world was created based on a fairy tale written by Mage M. You also rescued a little dragon named Durin in that world. Mini Durin made friends with you, promising to aid you at some point in the future when you should need it. The once... Oh! Look at him! Oh, look how badass Albedo looks in this too. The once yearly Windbloom Festival had come around again, and so you and Paimon set out together for Mondstadt once more. But strange things kept happening. First, you found the residents behaving weirdly. Then Albedo was accused of murder. Concerned for your friend, the two of you accepted the invitation to join the investigation. After much investigative work, you uncovered the truth, and the culprit was none other than the dragon that fell onto the snowy mountains. Learning of Albedo's existence, the dragon, a fellow creation of Rhine-daughter, grew intensely jealous. It then began plotting in secret to destroy him. Together, you brought the immediate danger to an end, only to see an even greater threat surface. The dragon spine Durin was about to revive and bring disaster to Mondstadt. Fortunately, Albedo was prepared with a plan, and your friend from the fairy tale world was also arrived in Mondstadt to assist. In the end, through the combined efforts of you and Albedo, Durin, the dragon bearing the same name, was reborn in the Fallen One's place, and the crisis was finally brought to an end. Thank you. What's all this then? What's all this then?
Oh, it's Durin.
Dead animals scattered around like gloom. She's like, oh, look. Hey, bud. Hey, bud!
Traveler in Paimon? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you.
Oh, no, you didn't scare us. Just gave us a little surprise. Looks like you've gotten even more powerful now.
I don't know. It just feels like it's gotten harder to control. I didn't mean to strike so hard. I'm so relieved you didn't get hurt.
It's all good. We've had worse.
Is the abyssal power inside you acting up?
No, don't worry about that. It's been very stable ever since I got this body. Albedo made sure of that. What you saw just now is something that only started happening recently. Maybe I'm still acclimating or something. I'm sure it'll clear up over time. Anyway, what brings you here? Did you need something?
Well,
The day that the writer and the watcher
Hi.
crossed paths was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
so, she asked us to come.
Also, side note as well, I really feel like Alice doesn't seem like the type to be like vengeful, like violently vengeful, but I'm sure she's not pleased with having someone be a few steps ahead of her in a way that hurt her friends. So I'm sure she's in the like, okay, Dottore, fair play. I'll get you back. And I don't want to see someone who can manipulate the menu get angry.
Miss Alice?
You too? I guess I really do need to work on my impression.
Well, the texts.
Never mind that. It's been too long, Mini Durin. And please, that's Aunt Alice to you. I have brought you and the Traveler together here for a very important purpose. It has to do with your mom.
My mom?
You mean M?
Indeed, fairy tale author extraordinaire, Anya Marie Andersdottir. See, I knew this would be right up your alley. Now then, if you'll open the book, I will begin narrating.
That book is enormous, by the way. Look at that cute mini Durin on here. The day that the writer and the watcher crossed paths. Blink.
Whoa! What is this place? It reminds Paimon of Simulanka.
The two are indeed similar. Both worlds were built using the same magic after
Hi!
all.
Ah! I'm fine. That was a remarkably unconscious noise.
So it is Alice.
Hello?
Yes, she said
Aunt
that.
Alice?
You may call me Aunt Alice, and Paimon is still. Who is it? Who's talking to us?
Oh, no need to be shy. Just think of me as one of your mother's dearest friends.
You keep talking about stories and magic. What's this all about? Simulanka 2.0 or something?
Yes, please.
Certainly not. Simulanka was a peerless masterpiece. Without the original author, it would be impossible to create a sequel, even for me. But you are right about one thing. Just like last time, I want to show you a work of magic that has to do with storytelling.
What's this?
It's the book we just saw. It's the book in your hand.
This is your mother's dying wish.
Oh boy.
My mother's dying wish was a book?
Let me answer that with a question. What do you suppose would be a writer's greatest regret? Have you ever read a book called The Little Witch and the Undying Fire?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, you're missing out. It's a wonderful book. It began as a little game at our tea parties. Each of us took turns writing the next part of the story. I wrote the first volume, then the other mages took their turns. Em was tasked with writing the final volume and tying everything up. But by the time everyone had finished writing their parts, Em had passed away. Oh, it was a terrible shame. A true tragedy. And that is the answer to my question. A writer's greatest regret is to leave a story unfinished.
Makes sense.
But all is not lost. I couldn't stand the doom and gloom of it all, so I went ahead and wrote an ending myself on her behalf.
Then what's this book?
This is the answer your mother gave to the same question. In her eyes, this was her greatest regret.
Whoa. Easy, Hoyo. Internet doing alright? Okay, seems like everything's okay, stream health. Did you guys hear that, or was it just on my end? In her eyes, this was her greatest regret. Okay, we good, alright.
She made me promise that I would bring it to you, because she believed
Oh, it's
the only person who could resolve this regret is you.
the chair eagerly wanting.
So my mother's greatest regret is another unfinished story?
You could say that.
And I guess resolving the regret means finishing the story?
Seems like it. The hand on the brim of her not hat is very cool.
That's one way to put it.
Is a straight answer too much to ask for?
Her answer was quite the opposite of what I'd expected. But oh, how touching it was. I'd love to tell you what she said, I really would. But that would spoil the plot, and we can't have that. Spoilers ruin everything.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Fine, we'll make do with the breadcrumbs. It's hardly the first time you've strung us along like this.
Just think of this task as giving a story a much-needed ending. All I ask is that you do your best.
I understand. But I only just started learning human script, and I don't have any writing experience at all.
That's okay, I'll help.
Relax. Why else do you think your dear aunt went and found you two such wonderful helpers?
Aries, thank you for the follow, welcome.
With their experience, you'll have so many story ideas you won't know what to do with them. So don't be shy to ask lots of questions.
So that's why we're here. Well, I'm happy to help.
Yeah. If it's to help Durin fulfill his mother's dying wish, then we're in.
Aunt Alice, could I ask, what kind of story was my mother hoping to write?
I had a feeling this might come up, but that answer isn't mine to give. You'll have to find it yourself, here inside this book.
Man, his eyes are cool.
Don't worry. We'll help you come up with loads of ideas. Yeah. Let's find a nice spot where we can settle in and read through this thing. We could even get some snacks, too.
Of course, Paimon.
Oh, the actual process might not be quite the walk in the park you're imagining, Paimon.
Why's that?
Because when Em created this book, she borrowed my magic. In other words, it's not a book you can just pick up and read. It's a magical book. Its chapters are scattered through memories of the past. Gather them all, and the book will show you its secrets.
So, where are we supposed to find these memories?
Em left a trail of clues for each unfinished chapter. Follow the hints, and you'll find them. Oh, and when it comes to adding to the story yourselves, you'll need to use this.
I love how she interacts with the game overlay, how she interacts with the UI. That's so fun. Also, her eyes are very interesting as well. Where else have we seen that particular 4-leaf clover type design. Obviously, like that's kind of the hallmark of Klee's whole aesthetic.
And this is...
But not exactly that same type of clover.
This, my dear little Paimon, is the ink M left behind.
Ooh.
Infused with a little of my own magic, of course. If you're planning on writing something inside the book, you'll need it.
Very magical.
It's extremely precious, so be sure to use it sparingly. This is all that's left.
She's so cute, bro. Look at her. What? I had to.
So we need to search for the memories and keep an eye on how much ink we're using.
It just had to be a wild goose chase, didn't it?
Perhaps it's just another form of storytelling. Em was ever so creative when it came to things like that. Just think of it as a little challenge your mom left behind. Who knows? There could even be a mysterious prize at the end of it all.
I don't care about that. This was my mother's dying wish. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way.
Best boy. And we're here to help.
Yep. With the two of us by your side, you'll be just fine.
Okie dokie. That should be pretty much all you need to know. Oh, and once the story's complete, do let me have a little look-see, okay? I've read everything she ever wrote, so naturally, I can't miss this one.
How will we find you? She will find us, Ether, I'm sure.
Yeah. Most of the time, you're pretty hard to pin down.
Don't worry, I'll know when you're finished. Just wait for me to reach out. All right, off you go. I can't wait to hear how the story ends.
Alice must be such a fun character to voice act for. Was the day that the magic known as storytelling was born.
Oh, here we are again. Alice's magic really is incredible, huh?
Let's take a look at the book.
Right. Alice mentioned we should be on the lookout for clues. Huh?
A corner of repose for countless tales, watched over by the honor of knights.
It's B.
Place for stories to sleep, perchance to dream of ancient cities and the epics of ages past.
Right? That's B's voice. Isn't that the voice of B? B. My favorite Hexen Circle member. B.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie.
Was that a riddle? Where do you think this mysterious place could be?
Obviously. I guess, yeah, the Mondstadt Library.
Hey, you might actually be onto something. Guess that means we need to head back to Mondstadt?
I had a feeling that's where we would be headed. After all, it's where my mother was from, and I bet it's where she wrote this story, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still, I feel bad about dragging the two of you along on such a long journey.
All good, homie.
Don't worry about it. We don't really have much going on right now, so we're all yours. Come on, let's go!
Let's. The magic known as storytelling. What lovely music, such lovely weather. Why don't we do a bit of sunny work? What's that, you ask? Not the theater lobby. Although we do have a new theater that I have not attempted yet. How's theater for everyone? It seems like the recent theaters, Abysses and Onslaughts, have been hyper catered to people who to whales. Which obviously isn't a problem for me because I have a very privileged account. It's not just lucky polls. It's also like, yeah, the polls have been lucky, but it also has been tons of undeserved crystals that people have showered me with. Undeservingly Thank you. But I remember there was one that people said that like if you don't have a Skirk or a Scoffier, it was like the higher levels of it were borderline undoable. Like the existing cryo DPSs, just like it was like they don't have it in their kit to hit the kind of damage that this boss needs. I always think that's kind of lame, but I understand why. It's a business model, but Edric got the primos done. Oh, all right. Oh man, this music.
Back in the Mondstadt Library, huh? Talk about a trip down memory lane.
Feels like we were just here yesterday. I mean, you can teleport around at whim whenever you want. You could visit whenever you want, Ether.
So we're supposed to find the seeds of the story, right? What do you think that means?
Well, we're in a library, so it's gotta be books, right? But seriously, there's so many here. How are we supposed to know which ones we need?
Making a racket in a library?
Lisa!
You should know better than that.
Hi!
Lisa! Oh, sorry about that.
Bro, the OG of the OG Ara Ara seems such like a weird thing to say. I feel like even Yangar would be like the OG of Ara. What does that even mean, Connor? What are you talking about?
Now, who do we have here? Ah, my golden-haired cutie. And my little horn cutie, too.
Sorry, Miss Lisa. I know you taught me to be quiet in the library, but Paimon was just trying to help. Please don't be too hard on her.
Well, it has been far too long since we saw each other, so I suppose I can let it slide just this once.
So Lisa's been mentoring you? When did that happen?
Back when he first arrived here, poor Jean wasn't sure what to do with him, so I stepped in to lend a hand. I figured, if I can handle a boy raised by wolves, then teaching one who's part dragon should be a walk in the park.
All right, fair enough.
Nice! Sounds like Durin was welcomed with open arms.
Why, of course. Now, let's save the reminiscing for another time. I'm sure you're here for a reason. Did you need to borrow some books?
It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe you could take a look at this.
Oh? Ah, I see. These so-called seeds of the story must be the books that inspired its creation. That's just how it is with stories. They grow out of the tales that came before them. And that mage, I can almost picture her here, hundreds of years ago, scribbling away at one of these very desks.
But we don't know anything about this story. How are we supposed to figure out which books inspired it?
As it happens, just before I found you here, I was looking into something rather peculiar. One of the knights reported seeing some books that weren't listed anywhere in our catalog.
It's a bit odd.
Stranger still, just as he went to reach out for them, the books vanished into thin air.
It's a bit odd.
And then, a while later, while he was browsing through other shelves, there they were again.
All right, that's more than a bit odd.
Seriously?
That particular knight knows this library inside and out. I'd be very surprised if he was seeing things. Something tells me these might just be the magical books you're after.
Very possible.
According to the report, there are 3 of these books in total. I'll be relying on you to track them down, cuties.
I don't know how it's possible. Jumpy dumped the treasure trove. I don't know how it's possible, but she sounds even more mature. She sounds like... calmer isn't maybe the right word, but...
Well, did you manage to find them?
I hadn't looked yet.
Seems like there's still some missing. Why don't you try checking the other shelves?
I just wanted to talk to you, Lisa. Do we have a Mondstadt team that I can put together real quick? Without having to like shuffle artifacts between every single person? I don't think, yeah.
We may leave at any time.
We may die at any time. Ben? Why did I say it like that?
You want me on your
I
team?
mean, I have Mona as
It
well.
is as the stars foretold.
I would just have to shuffle artifacts into Jean and Mona. And then who else? Pyro Traveler? The Suck?
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Oh, my fish! My fish! Fish.
In the name of the prinzessin.
Who needs artifacts? Oh, actually, Jean has artifacts. She just, has that sword. No, that's fine. That'll serve for what we're doing right now. You have artifacts that are topped off, but they're, oh, wait, you have 1 plus 14. Once again, it'll probably serve for what we're doing right now. And then you grab Singcho's artifacts, actually. Not Severed Fate, the hell? I want to build my Mona. Singcho. Boop. What do you have right now? Codex? That's fine. You can keep that.
Ah, you can keep it. Yeah, keep the change.
Actually, Sacrificial would be pretty good for you.
Oh, wait. Did Klee write this one? Should this even be here?
Accomplished artist Klee? Or accomplished writer Klee?
We better show it to Lisa.
Official dictionary. De Nerflage der Prinzessin. Editor's note. Know that both the official dictionary and the official dictionary have their proper name. Eilige Edict der Verurteilung. As such, incorrect nomenclature during formal occasions, such as literary award ceremonies, should the text be so fortunate as to win a prize, would be well suited, ill-considered, and quite frankly, ill-advised. Hark! I hear the searing winds of yesteryear that echo through the abyss of time, howling through that tower, forgotten in the torment of casualty. Stormterror's Lair. Hark! I hear the searing winds of yesteryear that echo through the abyss of time, howling through that tower, forgotten in the torrent of casualty. Causality, not casualty. An unforgivable sin, simply and irremissibly unforgivable. I'm angry, but I shall forgive you. Isn't this one not the exact same? Is this one not the exact same? In the name of Fischl von Luftschloss Narfedort, I condemn thee unequivocally. I shan't forgive you this time. Is this one also the exact same? Oh, Heiling as in Heimdall. Wait, this wasn't even one that I was supposed to... I just looked at that one. Was this one that had an arrow on it? It did, didn't it? Verse...
Kinda looks like a poetry collection. But why is part of the title missing? Let's see what Lisa makes of it.
I think I just read Fischl's dictionary for no reason.
Second strongest spell in existence. Do not show plea. Wait, there's actually a book like that right here in the Mondstadt library? That title's just gonna make people even more curious.
It's clearly a red herring joke, Paimon.
Huh. There's definitely something fishy about this one.
Fish blasting? There's definitely something fish blasting about this one.
Let's hang on to this one for now. Could be one of the ones we're looking for. It's one of M's after all.
Ooh, another redacted.
An experiment log. Looks like part of the title's been erased. There's something seriously suspicious about this book.
Are we in the restricted section right now, Lisa? If we are not, I would love to be. I stole your chair. Okay.
Well, did you manage to find them?
Experiment log. This.
This book definitely doesn't belong here.
Yeah, we could tell just from reading the title.
Albedo was the one who brought it in. He suggested I place it on the restricted list and keep it sealed away.
Why?
He said it's full of forbidden alchemical formulas, some of which could even result in the creation of dangerous monsters. Apparently, the danger it posed was so great, he didn't even feel like it was safe to carry around or keep it in his workshop.
Fucking hell, Soft.
Really? Definitely sounds like it shouldn't be here then.
Still, if that mage read this book too, it must have been written a lot earlier than I'd imagined. Well, did you manage to find them?
Define them, and defined manage, and defined fine. The other redacted one.
Yes, this is a restricted book, all right. It certainly isn't supposed to be here.
Huh. But it looks like a regular poetry collection. How did it end up being classified as a restricted book?
The issue lies with one of the poems inside. You've heard of the great battle that took place on Dragonspine, yes?
Heard of it would be an understatement.
500 years ago, during the cataclysm in Conria, an evil dragon descended upon Mondstadt. A fierce battle with Dvalin ensued, but in the end, the evil dragon fell, and Dragonspine became its resting place.
Also, I think we often forget how much bigger Durin was than Dvalin. Dvalin, as far as like, especially compared to maybe Apep is a bit of an unfair comparison, but Dvalin isn't an enormous dragon. Like, he's big, but I think we often forget how big Durin was compared to Dvalin.
We're talking about Durin. The Durin of Dragonspine.
Well, the poem in question turns the whole battle into a dance, with the evil dragon recast as an innocent child who came here in search of friends. But given all the suffering experienced at the claws of that dragon, how could the people of Mondstadt accept such a retelling? Bards are often accused of inventing history or distorting the truth in their ballads, but this one hit a bit too close to home. And since the knights back then were unable to track down the author, they decided to ban the entire collection, blot out the title, and seal it away for good.
So the version in the poem, it was all a lie?
I'm afraid that question is something only the dragon himself could answer.
Can we just ask him? Says head empty ether. Bull princess.
Well, this book has quite an obvious connection with that mage, considering she was the one who wrote it. But as one of the library's classics, its presence here is hardly unusual. It really is a must-read, so if you haven't read it yet, that's your homework, cutie. Well, did you manage to find—
I shouldn't have smiled at I shouldn't have smiled genuinely at Lisa calling me cutie. It's such a low-hanging fruit. Anyways. Second strongest spell in existence. Don't tell Klee, apparently.
Truly extraordinary.
Truly
And
mouthwatering?
certainly not the kind of thing that should be just lying around. In fact, Miss Alice gave strict instructions about it.
So, it's some kind of book of spells? Paimon's guessing magic this powerful should be kept a secret.
It's true. This book does contain one of Miss Alice's spells. But honestly, virtually no one could actually pull it off, even if they tried. The only reason it's even meant to be in the restricted section is because we can't let Klee get her hands on it. After Klee was born, Miss Alice advised us to seal it away. She even added that little subtitle herself.
Okay, never mind. It is actually like it is actually the unforgivable curse. I thought it was just like an unrelated book and I don't know. I thought that the title was intentionally like, oh, hope Klee doesn't get her hands on this, and it clearly was trying to distract her from another book that actually was like Avada Kedavra or something.
So, it's to keep it away from Klee, huh? Does that mean she could use it to cause even more mayhem than she already does with Jumpy Dumpty?
No, that's not it. As Miss Alice herself put it, letting Clee see it too early would spoil the surprise. Well, would you look at that? Seems like these are the little troublemakers you're after. And all three just so happen to be forbidden texts. What kind of story requires reference material like that, I wonder?
The best kind.
Forbidden texts? You know, the first time you mentioned that the library had a restricted section, I thought you were just trying to scare us. Are you saying it actually exists?
Not really something you should be poking your little nose into, is it, cutie?
Sorry.
Seeing as it was Miss Alice who asked you to look for these books, I won't question the matter. But they'll need to be sealed away again once you're done, so don't forget to return them.
I won't forget to return books, bro. Trust me. I've seen what happens.
Don't worry, Miss Lisa. I won't forget.
Well then, that's all from me. After all that hard work, I think I've earned myself a nice cup of tea.
And then my chat comes in and is like intentionally forgetting to return the book, so Lisa comes after them.
Alright, we've gathered all the reference books. What's next?
Wait, look!
This is not saying anything bad about Mondstadt, but it's very clear with this in particular. Obviously, these are just like generic books, and this is a specific one created for the quest. But it is very obvious, coming back to Mondstadt Library, just how much the environment detail has changed over the years. Like, walk around Nodcry and look into the shops, and then come back to Mondstadt and look behind the counter of Good Hunter and stuff like that. It's very obvious how much they've improved over the years. Oh my gosh. I'm not even anywhere near that, and Fischl wants to read the book. Find the place I speak of, for it is where the seeds of this story lie. Birth. Act 1, Birth.
Long ago, an evil dragon descended upon the human world, bringing terrible calamity in its wake. Bravely did the people resist, until at last the dragon lay slain. Later, a witch with a love for stories came upon the tale of the evil dragon, and for reasons she could not explain, felt a pang of sorrow on its behalf. For she knew, despite its body being born of wicked alchemy, all along, the dragon's soul was that of an innocent child. Right up to the moment of its death, it had no choice in becoming a vessel of calamity, nor could it fathom the cruel fate that lay before it. Though the witch had a love of stories, she was not pleased with how this one ended. No, that won't do, she thought. I'll write you a better ending instead. And so she set off to do just that, borrowing a little magic from her friend. With it, she wove a dragon's egg, resolving to rear a dragon child of her own. Yet long in thought she lingered, wondering what kind of world her little dragon ought to behold upon waking.
What should be used to adorn his cradle? Wisps of woodland air. Not trace of palatial splendor, wisp of woodland air.
At last, she made her mind up, adorning the cradle with a wisp of woodland air. Then, she quietly waited for the egg to hatch.
This is the Diona chair. Ooh!
We're actually inside the story.
cool. Look at this. So many screenshots to take these days.
This must be Aunt Alice's magic.
That was the opening we just heard, right? Sounds like the story is about Durin.
Yeah.
A story about me?
Why don't we just see where the story takes us? All we know is the beginning at this point.
Okay.
Okay, oh, the fish.
And now a golden-haired traveler, a silvery sprite, and a dragon-born youth step onto the stage. What new chapter will their arrival bring?
What are sprites in is it in Nordic mythology that sprites or is it Celtic mythology? But what are sprites? Aren't they woodland fairies? Especially when a Hexenzirkel member refers to Paimon. It's another thing, it's another like, now we have another thing that Paimon's been called during the course of this game.
Whoa! That came out of nowhere. Was that the same voice we heard just now?
Sounds like this story even has its own narrator.
Yeah. But why does it sound so familiar?
I wonder, Scoob.
I've missed this. It's just like the stories my mother used to tell me.
You mean... Em? She used to tell you stories?
Yeah, she loved it. Back when she was still alive. Sorry, we should focus on what we're here to do.
All good, homie.
So, now that we're in the story, what's next?
The dragon youth wondered aloud. Yet all he could do was wait for the story to unfold. Of course, there's something to be said for helping it along. Perhaps a little exploration could prove fruitful.
Oh! Is that a hint?
Let's follow her suggestion for now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, hey, Trial Durin. And my traveler.
The story crashers fell silent. Perhaps waiting around wasn't such a bad idea after all.
Also,
Yet those who never stray beyond the main plot often miss the fun little details along the way.
indeed. This crying fish pillow, is there a story behind that? Because it has an actual name in the teapot.
Look at all these books. Guessing the witch did a lot of reading while she was waiting for the egg to hatch.
It just so happened a dragon egg wasn't the only thing she was incubating here. Where else might a story be born, if not among books?
Oh!
Cat. Another cat. This is a really cute cat bed. It's a tree with a cloud on it. That's an adorable cat bed. Look at this cat bed. Okay.
This must be the dragon egg, right? Looks like it's gonna hatch any moment now. So we've got a dragon egg about to hatch, a witch who loves stories, and that evil dragon we heard about at the beginning. Yep, it all adds up.
This is my story, isn't it?
Sure looks like it.
Okay, so how are we supposed to help the story along? It feels like all we can do right now is wait.
Apparently, it hadn't dawned on the group to look for a way to help the egg hatch faster.
Oh, right! We're at the point in the story where we're waiting for the baby dragon to hatch. So that has to happen before the story can continue.
And how do we do that?
With the flames at his command, perhaps the dragon youth might be able to provide the egg with sufficient warmth.
What? You want us to roast the dragon egg?
Hey, yo, dragon egg, you ain't nothing.
The silvery sprite's surprise betrayed her lack of reading.
Please ignore that.
For in countless tales, it is told that only by fire's embrace will a dragon's egg hatch swiftly.
That makes sense.
You kinda have a point there.
You want to give it a try, Durin?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
After Durin releases elemental skill, binary form convergence, normal attack, be converted. We kind of know all that. Casting normal attack will turn his next burst into Principal Darkness.
Devouring claw!
Use the flames to help the little dragon.
Stay away from me!
Clearly, both the golden-haired traveler and the dragon youth were eagerly awaiting the little dragon's birth, though perhaps their longing burned a little too brightly. Still, such fiery anticipation might itself become a blessing.
All right.
At last, under
Oh!
the witch's expectant gaze, the little dragon broke free from its shell. No living being has ever decided the moment of its birth. You were no exception, my child.
Story witch.
I brought you into being because I willed it so, just like the witch who created that evil dragon. But I promise you this. Your birth was wanted. You are loved, and you will have a different fate than the dragon that came before you.
You've never told me those things before, but for some reason, I always knew. Thank you for bringing me into this world.
The waiting witch did not feel lonely,
Oh!
for she had 3 visitors by her side.
Look!
Together, they beheld the hatchling's first breath of life. Holding her dragon child close, the witch promised him a life unlike that of the evil dragon. And so, nestled in his mother's warm embrace, did the little dragon's story begin.
There, a witch once spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold.
Wait, isn't this Mondstadt? Looks like we're back in the real world. Looks like there's more written on the page now and less ink left than before. So, does that mean we've completed this chapter?
So it is Durin's story after all, or at least a window into his past.
Yeah, but why does M seem to think that the story isn't finished yet? Durin broke free from the curse, came into this world with a new body, and even made a bunch of new friends. That already sounds like a happy ending to Paimon.
Maybe there'll be some clues in the following chapters?
True. Everything's always so mysterious with these mages. Guess all we can do is wait for more clues.
Huh.
Dodoko.
Is this thing on? All right, that should do it.
Hi, I knew she would contact us.
Hey, that's Alice's voice.
Hello there, children. If you're hearing this, you've stumbled upon the little recording I left for you. I thought you could use a few hints about how the book works. By now, I'm guessing you've already begun to leave your mark on the story. You should know, however, that the book needs time to absorb the ink, so the next chapter's clues won't show up right away.
Wait, so even magic ink needs time to dry?
Yeah, it's ink, bro.
The good news is, you can return to any chapter you've already completed and continue to explore the mystical, magical storybook world you helped create. Have fun, dearies. Toodles!
Toodles!
Oh man, Paimon was so ready to knock this out in one go.
Toodles is usually what Farina said before she noped the fuck out of somewhere where that was a situation that was almost gonna expose her. Toodles!
Maybe it's for the best. Sooner or later, we'll end up being whisked off to another world again, and if that happens, who knows when we'll be able to come back. So it might be good to take a break while we can.
A break.
Guess now is as good a time as any. Whose stomach rumbling? Why does that sound like they actually recorded someone's stomach growling, and they've been using it for 5 years?
Yeah. Paimon has a sudden craving for the good hunter's sticky honey roast. And we happen to be in Mondstadt, so...
So let's meet up here later. I need to find Miss Lisa to return those books anyway.
Sounds good, homie.
Aunt Alice said we can return to the story world at any time. If you feel like checking it out again, just come find me.
Always.
Birth. Step back to the story. There once was a witch spent a sleepless night, and all to bring forth a story yet untold. Okay, wasn't there something else over here that I hadn't observed? Maybe not really. I didn't observe that. I did observe those books. Oh, you know what? There really wasn't. I thought all of these were Klee bombs, and I was very concerned.
Huh. Paimon doesn't remember seeing this many manuscripts last time we were here.
She must have published these ones later.
So, she wrote this many books even after Durin was born? Let's see. Weird. Is it just that Paimon hasn't read enough, or were none of these ever actually published? Wonder which story these are for.
Beats me. Maybe it's one we haven't read yet.
Well, looks like a lot of work went into it, so it must be a pretty great one.
Paimon noises.
Well,
Okay. Is that the daily reset point then? Would make sense. Only an hour in. There's 5 parts to his story. That is it. Okay. Word, word, word. Letter, letter, letter.
Aunt Alice said if you feel like check.
Okay. I don't feel Czech. I'm Filipino, actually, Durin. Okay. Alrighty then. I have daily commissions to exchange now. Hexerei quests as well. We can start one or maybe more of those.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Guys, remember grabbing like AR 30 and 40 rewards and stuff. Maybe 40 might have been grabbed down in Liyue Harbor, but there's something so warming about the Adventurers Guild in Mondstadt here. There's something so it's like nostalgia, yes, but it's something even more than that. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It's like when I would log back into Skyrim after like a couple years and walk back into Whiterun. Whiterun always felt like home, more so than any of the other cities. All I can think about is bro, it's been 5 years. Jane's like, don't even bother. He'll break your heart every time. That's my headcanons that they used to date and it ended in flames. Get it? Because pyro. Ooh, a single wish. Scoop. Give me a Hoda on standard banner. Is she standardable yet? She must be, right? That wouldn't make any sense. That a 4-star on their debut wouldn't be on standard banner. They're all short. They're all Xiao. Oh, after her. Oh, so she doesn't actually standard herself. Like me, has no standards. Yeah, I'm fine with where everyone's at. What's the only one of yours? It's just this one here. 43 rate, 90 damage. It's fine. Where are you at? 247, that's fine. 113, 47 by 113 is much less than when you actually had your rail set, but and then 1900 attack is pretty pathetic with Jean, but we might be able to make that work. Why not? Let's wander around with this.
We shouldn't stay here.
Okay. Cancel focus on that. Oh, next unlocks in 6 hours though, so it's not like a 24-hour reset or like a 12-hour reset or like a server reset. Actually, maybe that is server reset. That is just server reset, isn't it? I don't know why I instinctively went to the wish screen. Events. Okay, go to quest. The silver sands fall from the heavens, flowing through the hourglass of the end. The north Minecraft reference. The north wind from the borderlands tolls the evening bell of the moonlit city. To meet a future none can foresee, the witch's homework begins. Focused experience. It's odd to me that they added focused experience in the middle of the Fontaine patch. I wonder if that was something that they just it was something they'd worked on that they couldn't roll out in time for 4.0, because it seems like something that would be part of the major update, like 4.0, not in the middle of. Hey bud, don't mind me. Oh, just back to the Knights HQ. Doom, 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 doom.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, I'm on key mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to Mondstadt?
You know, we just talked to you.
Let me guess. You missed me so much, you just had to come visit. Is that it?
Oh, you saw him.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
I had training in Liyue Harbor.
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ether, head empty.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned.
Great.
Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Bye. How heavy do you think that lantern is on our hat? I mean, it's easy that we have Paimon who can just fly up and
We
down.
made it to the
Fat stacks.
What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those anyway?
Sucrose for research purposes.
And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
No, and it's not on the list either.
Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
Yoo-hoo!
Hi. I should expect it by now, but
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh. Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance?
why did it? Wait, hold on.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying...
Okay, never mind. My brain didn't hear the W as defined as it actually was. My brain heard the W less defined and more of a B sound in there. First I've heard of it.
No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexerei made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation?
Which quite a lot of pull that Varka has to have that kind of deal.
Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Oh my gosh, she had such a good time. You can tell, like, you know how you can hear a smile in someone's voice? She had such a good time with this role, and it makes sense. All of the lines and all of the tone that she's given, like, I'm sure the direction was like, you can be more whimsical with it. What a fun role that must be to play. Sounds like, how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see what's going on here. Should have seen this coming.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know.
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Tevat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
I shall. Bloop. Complete Witch's homework related quests to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain characters' skills and constellation effects will also change. Each Witch's homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to 70 to unlock their related quest. I shall. Talk to Lisa. Ain't God tell me twice. Also, oh my gosh, was that Hilly Churl girl I just heard? Was that Hilly Churl girl I just heard? Oh my gosh. You're kind of facing more this way. Wow, great picture, actually. Wow, what a great picture! Hi.
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
I'd like to ask about the books.
Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in northern Tevat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more... suspect. Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Don't mention it, ma'am. Not for the Harbingers. Oh, I can do it already? Wait, hold on. Doom, 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 doom. Oh. Oh, I didn't know those quests. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought that there was going to be an additional quest before we unlocked their quests. Never mind. That doesn't make any sense. What I just said. Enhancement details. After completing Witch's homework, Mono will become a Hexerei character. When the party includes at least 2 Hexerei characters, you will gain the Hexerei secret right effect. When Mono's normal attacks or charge attacks, she gains 1 stack of Astral Glow. That's a normal attack buff for her. I mean, my Fischl is already C6, and I really should use my Fischl more. It would not be hard for me to build her into a much more comfortable place. I have a level 90 stringless for her. She's already C6'd. All she needs is good artifacts and her talents. That's it. Oz, when he is witnessed the fall of countless worlds. Sing now the stars, sing now the starry septet for your sovereign, for this is the moment of deepest sin. When Oz is on the field, party members will gain additional buff effects. When nearby party member triggers an overload, Fischl and other nearby active party members have the attack increased. Oh, Fischl and the party increase their attack by 22 for 10 seconds. After nearby triggers electrocharged or lunar charged, EM goes up by 90. Interesting. That probably is a pretty good one, actually. Let's do Fischl's. Yes, focus on Fischl. Fischl on focus. Doom, doo 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 doom, 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 dee 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 doom, 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 doom. Go to the Adventurers Guild in Mondstadt. Cry out my illustrious name. Sorry, Timaeus, you did not deserve that. Ha! I love her normal attack animations as well. What the hell is that?
Astra Abyssosk. Greetings, traveler.
Hey there, Catherine! Oh, and Oz and Fischl are here too! What a coincidence!
All things in this universe must plunge into darkness. 'Tis only natural that those who seek light should cross paths in the realm of dawn.
Bro, I love this little weirdo. I don't know why I don't use her very much. I feel like it's because if I want off-field Electro, Shinobu is such an easy one for me to just like copy-paste on every team because she's also a healer.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's happy to see you both. And I feel the same. It's been quite a while, Traveler and Paimon.
You're here just in time. Yai Publishing House has a commission for you, traveler.
Ooh.
An editor is here to discuss the details in person. Much of the information was kept from the guild for business reasons. All we know is that it has something to do with the author of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
What? Surely you don't mean...
Mask slipped a bit there, Amy.
Wait, is this author really that important? What if we weren't here? Or if we decided not to take the commission? The editor would just be wasting their time.
In that case, it'd be a free trip to Mondstadt where one needs only pass some information along. That's an opportunity most would fight over.
Yeah, I haven't had much interaction with Fischl. Like I've rewatched all like the events and stuff and like the single use things, the limited stuff that she's been in. But I didn't play those. I just watched the videos of them. The In My What Reich?
In any case, if the commission is of interest to you, the editor is waiting at the Good Hunter. Just look for the man dressed in Inazuman clothing.
Hold on. I mean, halt thy steps, good traveler. Fate cast you upon the tides of the world, but not for you to stand alone in the face of its desolation. Nay, you step forth onto the path of the Immernachtreich.
What mein Fräulein means to say is, she would like to go with you.
Thanks for the assist, Oz.
Wow, you seem really jazzed about this commission, Fischl. Do you have some kind of insider information?
You're welcome to come along either way.
Well, let's head to the Good Hunter to meet with this editor then.
Hello, Smathrin. Did you hear? Was that the sound of Oz coming into existence?
Let's see who lucked out and got this free trip to Mondstadt. Wait, you're Shing. Genu's editor, Onodera.
Traveler, thank you for all you've done for us in the past. I come here today with a commission from Lady Yai, with which I'd like your help, should you be willing. Oh, and might I ask who this person dressed like Princess Fischl is?
You have the pleasure of speaking to our eminent person, Fischl, Prinzessin de Vertelang.
Mein Fräulein means to say that her name is Fischl, and that she is most pleased to meet you.
Yep, this is Fischl. She's a reliable adventurer, and she's here to help.
That's right. This is Fischl. Who's this person dressed as Fischl? Obviously, it's Fischl. Duh.
Yeah, I, kinda got that the first time.
Since thou hast learned my name, understand this. To speak it is to be absolved. Praise it, therefore, and thou shalt earn thine salvation.
Mein Fräulein means to say, she...
Ah, I see. I completely concur, my lady. Remembering names is simply basic etiquette. And if you might lend me succor in solving this problem, I shall indeed praise your names to the heavens above. As many times as necessary, in fact.
You understood Fischl language before Oz could even finish translating.
An editor is not to be underestimated.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks then. Now, have you heard of the author Mr. Nine? He's famous for writing the legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Flowers.
What was that, mein Fräulein?
Flowers for Princess Fischl. That's what Mr. Nine is actually famous for.
Mein Fräulein means to say, even should the creator be cold and unmoving, the Prinzessin and her immer Nachtreich's resplendence might yet compel them to weep.
Well, sure. The author of Flowers for Princess Fischl, Mr. Nine. He sent a letter from Nodcry asking for help, and he seems to be in bad shape.
So ask the Adventurers Guild or a local mercenary to find him. Seems pretty simple to Paimon.
Where it's so simple. But here's the problem. We don't know anything about Mr. Nine. What he looks like, how old he is, where he's from. He's only ever communicated with us via letter, from addresses all over Teyvat. And he's never showed up to our annual meeting or events. Not once.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Well, we'll need to investigate Mr. Nine's identity, that's for sure.
Simple.
We did a bit of digging ourselves, and we realized that ever since completing the Shattered Halberd series, Mr. Nine's handwriting began to change. His initial editor has decided to retire to focus on his own writing. And he didn't have much to add either.
Whatever hath once existed in this world is enshrined in the memory of the Prinzessin of Ertelung, to endure unchanging in her Immanakreich. For from the sacred primordial words flow the wellspring of all cause and consequence.
Mein Fräulein means to say that...
Yes, we had the same idea. So, we tracked down the original manuscript of the Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Okay, I get it. You understand her, but you don't gotta cut off Oz like that.
Oh man, Jinyu's gonna be so mad he missed out on this. Wait, you didn't need Oz to translate this time either, Onodera.
Editors or something else.
Osvaldo Hafnavines, hast thou perceived something?
No such Henry exists, mein Fräulein.
What about Henri? I know an Henri over in Fontaine. Would you like to meet him, Fischl? Sorry.
I sense a faint, elusive resonance. Something akin to the magnetic field, gravitational force, and threads of cause and effect that surround you, mein Fräulein.
Isn't that interesting? Well, in the end, our only takeaway was that the design and craftsmanship of the paper point to it coming from Qingce village in Liyue.
Huh. Could Mr. Nine be from Liyue then? No, wait. If we're talking authors from Qingce village specifically...
Cheng the Ninth?
No, it couldn't be. Could it?
Chong the Ninth? Ah, I've heard of him. He won a Best New Author award for the first apprentice of Guhua.
It matters not. Though the Saint of Tears and the Saint of Atonement perform manifold labors on divergent principles, their power flows but from a single source.
Mr. Onodera, if you please.
Like, let me finish this time, you prick.
Wait, Oz? It's great that you trust Onodera and all, but we're still in the dark over here.
You speak true, mein Prinzessin. Even if Chong the Ninth doesn't turn out to be Mr. Nine, he's still an author. And he could have had contact with him. I think it's a good place to start.
What did I tell you? Editors, am I right?
Yeah.
Well, either way, I appreciate the help. I'm counting on you.
Oz thrashing into existence like that.
Is there anything else we should know about Mr. Nine?
Well, according to some readers' Q&As and his author's notes, he has a receding hairline, a slight pot belly, he doesn't like sweet things, and his heart is on the right side. Or was it the left? No, it was the right. He has 5 fingers on his left hand, severe insomnia, a pupil in each eye.
So, a whole bunch of nothing.
What? Anyways. This is steak. Chingse. The waters thereof. An assassin from our homeland? Or a 1.0 world boss that foretold the 4.0 Archon quest? How wild is that? I hadn't made that connection until halfway through Fontaine. I was like, wait. The power of what is its ability to take any shape. Coveting the shapes of the living. What? That was mind-blowing to me. Ah, Liyue music.
Huh? Chang the Ninth isn't home.
It doesn't look like there's anyone around we can ask either. Shall we wait?
Seems like that's all we can do.
Still, could his absence mean that he really is Mr. Nine, now kidnapped and sent to Nodcry? Perhaps we should have a look around his house.
Barging in without permission seems wrong.
Wouldn't be the first time.
But if he really is Mr. Nine, then... Okay, let's do it.
That was quick, Paimon. Gotta be honest, I was kind of seeing if I missed a chest over here. Like, is there a chest I missed from way back a year and a half ago?
Nope, nothing useful.
No, not here.
Not here. Not now. Not ever.
Just seems like a bunch of ordinary stuff.
Nay, I, the Prinzessin, have beheld the mystery of
Sorry.
the universe enshrined in these specks of dust. What hath been revealed is the very fount of wisdom. Ever does it flow toward the shores of truth. Nay.
Fischl. Fischl is more horse than we've ever seen in Mondstadt.
Nay.
That's more horse than we've seen in the whole game. Okay, I'm done.
Fräulein means to say she thinks this is a clue.
Anyways.
Wait, it looks like the soil's been overturned. Oh no. Did some kind of overzealous fan have buried him in here?
Yes, Paimon.
Maybe we should call him Millilith. What do you think, Traveler?
It's all right, Paimon. Mr. Nine's most zealous fan happens to be right here. And since mein Fräulein would never do anyone harm, I'm certain the same is true of his other less avid supporters.
All right, well, let's see. Let's see what's buried here. In any case, you dig up the ground. Inside, you find a large bag of mora and a check from the Northland Bank. Suddenly, a voice comes out of nowhere, and without thinking, you stuff the items into your pocket.
What is the meaning of this?
Nothing.
I'm calling the Millilith.
Chun the Nine, you're not dead. Or kidnapped.
What are you even talking about? Oh, wait a second. You're the ones who came here with that young lad from the Guhua clan. Yes, I remember.
Yes.
I'm guessing this is a misunderstanding then. The question still stands though. What are you doing digging around my house?
Oh, well, actually, we just wanted to know if you've ever written under the pen name Mr. Nine.
What? Not even a whole bucket of hallucinogenic mushrooms could make me that delusional. No, no. If I were Mr. Nine, Why in the world would I enter all those writing competitions? To what? Demolish the competition from the shadows? Yes, doing a real bang-up job, aren't I? My submission's never even been selected. The classic archetype of the boy hero is outdated. That's the kind of critique I get. Even opening with a plot twist or disguising your hero as a fool is falling out of fashion. Modern readers are drawn to the boundless imagination and innovative world-building character of Mr. Nine's works.
Good point.
Besides, if I were Mr. Nine, I would have come clean the minute First Apprentice of Guhua won that award. What? That old beggarly Chong the Ninth is Mr. Nine? No, there must be some mistake. What a sight that would have been.
Yeah, and when we were here with Shinjo that one time, you talked up the legend of the Shattered Halberd a lot. If you were the one who wrote it, that'd be like Jean complimenting herself for being a good knight. It just doesn't add up.
In any case, while this gentleman isn't the Mr. Nine we're looking for, I sense something of interest on his person. It's a peculiar signature, the same threads of fate I sensed on you, mein Fräulein, and on the manuscript. I believe the traces are related to Mr. Nine, and it appears I can track them.
Hey, that's perfect! Once we head to Nokrai, you should be able to find Mr. Nine, no problem then. But back to the signature. What were you doing before this, Chong the Ninth?
Oh, well, I ran out of manuscript paper, so I went to buy some. I'm particular about that kind of thing. Creation of literature demands the highest quality.
Ah, no wonder. Mr. Nine uses the very same type for his manuscripts.
Well, that explains it. Thanks, Chong the Ninth. We should get going.
I'm not quite sure what I did, but you're welcome, I suppose.
Farewell, creator of another world. Though I must say, the laws and narratives thou hast ordained can scarce compare to the dream dust sedimented in the Immenachreich.
Mein Fräulein means to say, your writing isn't... I mean, mein Fräulein offers her thanks.
Good save, Oz. What mein Fräulein actually meant to say, elbows Fischl, is bye.
It should be up ahead.
Oh, hi.
Wait, did something attack that Sealy? Something doesn't seem right here.
And it bears the same signature I sensed before.
Then it would seem fate has dictated our path for us.
This is gonna be rough with Jean and we're fine, we got this.
Teamwork is strength. Fate is upon you.
Maybe I shouldn't have thrown him out of the range of Oz.
Wings of darkness. Wind, hear me. Go as planned.
Oh, actually, this is fine.
Let me scribe. I'm going in.
Ow! Oh, that was fine.
Huh. Looks like the Sealy is showing us the way. Let's follow.
He's drifting. He's going sideways. Is that the Nothing Path passage? Where are we right now? No, we're west of Nasha Town.
What are you doing here?
Oh, hi.
Wait, that voice. It's Nicole. Also, that should be our line. We were looking for Mr. Nine and our search led us here, but now it seems we've found you instead.
What is Jean plus Benny gunfire burst? Is it just, it's C6 Fischl with machine gun Oz, and then you throw down throw down. You throw down Benny's burst, and then you throw down Jean's burst on top of it. You tell Nicole and the Sealy about the Publishing House commission and your investigation.
Ah, I see. Well, Mr. 9 is right here.
Hello.
What bizarre demarung is this? Never in 1,000 sunsets have I heard of such a thing.
In truth, I too aspire to be an author. But I'm also partial to direct communication. Talking is rather inconvenient by comparison. And as I'm sure you can understand, writing things down is even more tedious. I thought perhaps if I found someone with whom I could share my ideas, it might give me the same release as writing. But then those stories would never see the light of day, which would be a shame.
Okay, fine, but this is a Sealy.
So, I tracked down an old Sealy friend of mine and told her all the stories I was imagining. Then, I sent her to find people with similar aspirations to write them in my stead.
I thought you meant gunfire because of Machine Gun Oz. I thought that's why you were saying that. Because Oz will C6 Fischl will allow Oz to fire alongside your attacks, and the rate of fire that Oz can do is extremely fast comparatively.
We even came up with several character traits to lend a certain authenticity to Mr. 9. A receding hairline was one of them, I think.
Yep, I'm the one she roped into all this.
Come now, it was beneficial for you too. By inhabiting those authors and mobilizing their language faculties, you were able to hone and eventually recover your capacity for speech.
Interesting.
And anyway, an angel has always functioned like a sort of a flash of inspiration in someone's head. I'm sure it was like stepping into old shoes.
So you, what, possessed people? Isn't that kind of intrusive?
Nahida shrinks back into the bushes.
Oh, it's fine. She did it while they were sleeping.
That is not better, Nicole.
As long as the person is someone who dreams of creating worlds of their own, this inner writer within them will automatically awaken.
Alright, sounds very automatic at the very least.
Wait, but what about the letter and the strange intuitions Oz has been having? Nicole sent me to monitor the situation in Notcry, and it's super dangerous, okay? So I needed some help. It's not like I have the knowledge or power of the heavens anymore.
As for your friend over here, well, you see, when writing a story, it's not uncommon to incorporate certain half-true details. For realism's sake, you understand?
Yeah, we've seen that before. A real curse was written into an Inazuman light novel once.
Indeed. In a similar vein, Mr. 9's stories are full of metaphors, including one for the creation of life. What it describes isn't made up, per se. We just never imagined someone would actually manage to use it. Until you came along, young lady.
Oh.
Mein Fräulein is speechless. So if I may ask in her stead, did she manage to use one of these half-truths in Mr. 9's novels to create me?
It was more like 70% made up, 30% true.
No, it was 90% made up, 10% true. I thought it was too dangerous, so I changed it. See, I knew you'd never read my books. You don't seem too surprised, Oz.
Well, I suppose I've vaguely sensed this since the beginning. Regardless, it is an honor to serve mein Fräulein.
Well, once our affairs in Notcry are resolved, Mr. 9 will be able to return home. Yes, just tell them that when you return.
I don't want to be your eyes here. It's too dangerous. Oh, but, while you're at it, could you pass a message along to that guy in Chingsa village? I've been splitting the royalties with him 90-10. His shares been buried in his yard all these years. Wait, what do you use the Mora for? I bury it, and then lead people to the treasure. Guiding people is in our nature. It's what I love to do.
Bro!
Feel free to come search for my personal stash someday. I've buried it at the furthest end of the Immernoctra.
I thought that was cool and cute, and Ether is not pleased. Okay.
I will. I absolutely will.
Mein Fräulein?
And, I just want to say that I really like your books, Mr. Nine.
Aww.
What mein Fräulein means is
an inversion.
Stretch forth in unending darkness, yet shall come an hour when all things shine.
I'm glad to hear it. All in all, it seems you've already found my greatest treasure.
The friends we met along the way. That's such a, I love that inversion of Oz. Actually, let me translate this back into Fischl language.
All right, that settles that. Now, I need to have a quick argument with Mr. Nine about who really deserves to be considered first author.
Shouldn't it be Chang the Ninth?
Absolutely not.
After saying your goodbyes, you begin the return journey. This is very fun. I love these. Of the Little Witch's Dictionary of the Unexpected. Homework complete. Phantasmal Nocturne.
Oh, that's right. Just channel Mr. Nine. How would he write this particular essay?
Hey, Chang the Ninth! We have something for you!
Oh? What is... What? Where did all this Mora come from?
About that. So, the thing is... Right. Mr. Nine really admires your work, so he decided to fund your writing career.
Wait, what? So, channeling Mr. Nine actually worked? I can't believe it!
Of course, for Chang the Ninth, wealth pales in comparison to his craft. The matter of Mora is swiftly forgotten as he puts pen back to paper. Thus, you continue on back to Mondstadt. How wholesome. What wind has brought you here today? That's not what his voice is. Wait, there wasn't anything new there, wasn't there? Have we met? Okay, my Fischl is already 80 years old. Okay, you have a level 90. Is Golden Troop still the best for her? It is, right? Yeah, skill damage and skill damage when off field. Okay, yeah, definitely. I don't have any other Golden Troops for you. I only have 49 Golden Troops. Who else is Golden Troop good on besides Fischl and Furry? Like, is that a domain worth farming? What else is in Golden Troop? And where is Golden Troop, by the way? Is that in Fontaine? No. That's Hunter. Oh, it is. Oh, and Marechaussee. Oh, that's a good one for Wriothesley and can be a good one for Farina as well. I don't have Albedo. Nuvi. Not worth farming for the characters I have. Maybe I will just scam box Golden Troop right now, because the last thing I strong boxed was for Arlecchino, and now Arlecchino definitely doesn't need any more help in the artifact department. She doesn't need to be any stronger presently.
I created another universe.
We know,
and
buddy.
founded
Talents. After completing Witch's homework, that's that. That's that. Where's my Fischl. Nice. Sweet. Overloaded. Overgoated. Only activates with 2 members in party, yeah. Who? Tau. What team could I make a legitimate team? I mean, this was all right, actually. Surprisingly, an okay team. Maybe I'll leave it like that just for now. What else do we, what else did we have to do? Exactly. But none of them believed me. We're at 2 hours. Maybe we save that for later. Okay, nothing here either.
In humble supplication.
I claimed my commissions. Oh, also your talents are much better than I thought they were. Brr. 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 Maybe I'll start using Fischl more.
May the glory of the
May the glory of the prinzessin. This will be a fine overworld team. Fine and fun overworld team. Remind myself that right now Mona has Xingqiu's artifacts. Is there anything that we need to do in terms of farming right now that I could do on stream presently? This may very well be what I start wandering around the next Archon quests in, not knowing if and when we will get to fight Dottore. I'll just have this team at the ready. Thanks. I know I'm right. I need Mora and fodder facts to level Flynn's. Bro. All right. I think that does it for today. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Let's see. Tomorrow, usual. So Saturday and Sunday, usual rest days. Monday, let's be back to Genshin. Mora. For more of Luna 3 stuff. And then I think next week, let's get back to our usual rotation. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Genshin. Tuesday, Thursday, Zenless. Zone 0. Our internet went down last night. I hadn't logged into Zenless. I missed my Zenless dailies yesterday because I hadn't logged into Zenless. And I was going to at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and our internet went down and it wasn't back up until like 3 in the morning. So I didn't get my my Zenless dailies yesterday. But we are on guarantee for dial-in. So thank you all so much. Appreciate you a lot. I will see you next time. Join the Discord. Be good to each other. Drink water. Thanks again. Love you lots. Bye-bye.